Hello students, today we will learn second chapter of chemistry, class 10th, acid, bases and salts. So as we have learned in the previous classes, what are acids? Acids have sour in taste, acids are sour in taste, and acids also have hydrogen ions, and the bases, they are bitter in taste, they produce hydroxyl ions, OH minus ions. So let's start. Acids are the substances which are usually sour in taste. Acids are, first their properties, they are sour in taste. They are sour in taste. Bases, they are, first point, they are bitter in taste. Bitter in taste. Now the second point, they turn, whenever they are reacted with litmus paper, which is an indicator, they always turn blue litmus into red. Blue litmus to red. And whereas the bases, they turn red litmus paper into blue. Red litmus to blue. They turn red litmus is turned to blue. The color of the litmus paper will change whenever the bases are reacted with litmus paper. Red litmus into blue and blue litmus into red. And the property of the acids is they always produce H plus ions. Whenever acidic solutions are prepared, they always produce hydrogen ions. And the bases, in comparison to acids, bases produce hydroxyl ions, OH minus. This is called hydroxyl ion. Hydroxyl ions. So this is the basic difference between the acid and bases. And we also we will learn in the next step what are the salts. Whenever acids and bases react together, they also form salt. In general, the examples of the acids are like hydrochloric acid, HCl, sulfuric acid, H2SO4, nitric acid, HNO3. These all are strong acids. They are also called strong acids. They are strong. They are usually concentrated acids. They are called strong acids. And we also have weak acids. Example of weak acid is ethanoic acid, or in general we also know this name as a acetic acid, or in the common person name I can say it is a vinegar. Vinegar is we also eat it is used in the some foods like chow mein or some to make the food sour in the taste. So this is acetic acid. It is a type of weak acid which is edible, means we can take it in our food also. It will not give so much of harmful. It is not so much of harmful, but these are very much harmful because these are strong acids. HCl, hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid and nitric acid, they are concentrated forms. They are very harmful to our body. And simply the examples of the bases we can see: sodium hydroxide, NaOH, sodium hydroxide, it is a strong base. Potassium hydroxide, KOH, it is also a strong base. Right? So acids and bases, the common difference, I think it should be clear to all of you. Now we will see some of the reactions of the acids and bases. Some of the reactions. Whenever acid react with, first reaction is acid react with any metal. What will happen? Acid react with metal, it will form salt plus hydrogen gas is released. Take any example of hydrochloric acid. It is an acid. Any metal, means high reactive metal like zinc, Whenever zinc react with hydrochloric acid, salt will be formed. This is the basic fundamental basic logic behind acid react with any metal. It will form zinc chloride, ZnCl2, plus hydrogen gas is released. Hydrogen gas is released. Similar reaction takes place when we react bases with metal. It will also form salt plus hydrogen gas is released. Take any example like NaOH plus zinc metal. It will form Na2ZnO2. This is sodium zincate, and hydrogen gas is released. We can balance it because here two sodium elements are present, 2 Na. Oxygen will become 2 atoms, oxygen are 2 atoms, zinc 1 atom, and hydrogen 2 atom. Now it is balanced equation. ZnCl2, we can balance it by putting 2 as a coefficient here, ZnCl2 and hydrogen 2 element. Now it is a balanced equation. So acid and metal react together to form salt and hydrogen gas. Similarly, bases react with metal to form salt and hydrogen gas. I hope this first reaction of basic reaction of acid and base is clear to all of you. Now the second, whenever any acid react with metal carbonate, whenever there is a carbonate, you need to learn that, means there is a fundamental logic behind it, that CO2 and water will be, they are going to release CO2 and water. They are going to release whenever any carbonate react with any acid. Take the example of HCl. Again, react with any metal carbonate. Take sodium carbonate, Na2CO3. Then it will form CO2 and water as a byproduct. And NaCl as a salt. NaCl, sodium chloride, as a salt. So these three are the products whenever any metal carbonate, sodium carbonate, Na2CO3 react with hydrochloric acid to form NaCl, sodium chloride, carbon dioxide gas, and water. We can balance it 2 NaCl because sodium 2 elements are present here, carbon 1 element, oxygen 3 elements, oxygen 2 and 3, hydrogen 2 elements. We have to put 2 here. Now chlorine is also 2 element. Chlorine is balanced, right? And in this, the reaction of bases is whenever any base react with metal carbonate or metal bicarbonate can be there, metal bicarbonate. So we can say that there is no reaction takes place. Usually there is no reaction because the bases cannot react with metals as well as metal carbonate or metal bicarbonate. There will be no reaction. However, the part 2 is also means whenever hydrochloric acid is going to react with sodium bicarbonate, NaHCO3. It is sodium bicarbonate, means metal bicarbonate, sodium bicarbonate. Then again same reaction takes place. Nothing change will be there in the products. Again NaCl, CO2 and water, they are the same products will be formed. NaCl plus CO2 plus water. Same products will be formed. We can balance it. NaCl, it is I think already balanced. CO3 balanced. Hydrogen H2 is not balanced, so I have to put here H. Now 2 Na, 2 chlorine, hydrogen will be 4, then 2, then oxygen will be 2 and 2 4. Oxygen is 2 3 the 6, means here we have to put 2 2 ja 4 and 2 6. Oxygen is balanced, carbon is balanced, sodium 2 elements, chlorine 2 elements, and hydrogen 2 and 2 4, hydrogen 2 ja 4. So this is a balanced equation whenever acid reacts with metal bicarbonate, they will form sodium chloride, CO2 and water. 3 products are there. So this is the 2 basic reactions of acids and bases. Now the third reaction, when acid reacts with base. When acid and base both react together, acid plus base, they react together to form salt and water. They will form salt plus water. So this type of reaction, when acid react with base to form salt and water, it is called as neutralization reaction. So this reaction is called as neutralization reaction. So why it is called neutralization? Because acid and base react together and they will form salt and water. And it is the neutralization takes place because HCl, take any strong acid HCl and any strong base NaOH, they will form NaCl, salt, sodium chloride and water. So there is nothing acidic or nothing basic, then sodium chloride is a salt. Sodium chloride, salt, and it is water. So the basic is acid plus base react to form salt and water. This reaction is called as neutralization reaction. Now there is one concept how acids are diluted. How acids are diluted. Diluted means you have to add some water into the strong acid to make it diluted or to make it less effective, because always strong acids HCl, sulfuric acid, they are nitric acid, they are present in the concentrated form. They are in the concentrated form. Concentrated form means they are very less amount of water and high amount of acid, high acid and very less water. So they are called strong acids. So that's why they are called strong acids, and they are very harmful to our skin. If our skin comes in contact with even a single drop of this acid, they are very harmful. It can cause burns to our skin, right? So these acids are to be diluted so that they can become less harmful, or it will to perform so much of the reactions in the chemistry lab, they are to be diluted. So what happens, we take two test tubes. In first test tube, what is the right method? We have to take water. This is water and this is acid. So the right method is we have to add this acid to the water, and also drop wise like this. It will remain straight, and the second test tube is just along the first test tube, and we have to add drop wise. This is again water, and here comes the acid. So the reason behind dilution of an acid is that because it is an exothermic reaction. If we add acid to the water, acid will cause heat to be released, because acid and water react together to form the to release high amount of heat is released, and it can cause burn, or even it can cause splash out of the acid. So always slowly acid is added to the water along the sides of the test tube, drop wise acid is poured into the test tube containing the water. Then it is diluted slowly, because it is an exothermic reaction. The points are, it is an exothermic reaction, high amount of heat is released, and it can cause splash. It can cause splash. So always acid is added to water. Always acid is added to water. No, not water to the acid. Water to the acid. If we convert this, if it is acid and it is water test tube, we cannot add water directly into the acid test tube, because it will be highly exothermic reaction which can cause splash to our mouth or our body parts. So it will be harmful to our body parts. So how acids are diluted? Always acid is to be added slowly. Acid is to be added slowly, right? Like this I have shown in this diagram. Acid is added slowly to the water containing test tube along the sides of the test tube dropwise, so that whenever heat is generated in this test tube, it will be absorbed by the water. High amount of water is present already. It will be absorbed by the water, and it will prevent the high amount of heat which will be absorbed by the water, and so it will control the exothermic reaction and no splash will be there. And always acid is added to the water and not water to the acid. So this is the fundamental and logic we have learned today, how acids are diluted. This is the process of dilution of the acid. So I hope you have understood these basic terms: acid, basis and salt, the reaction of the acids today we have learned, and the dilution concept of the acids. So thank you so much. So I hope you have understood the concept, and please like and share my video. Thank you so much.